In West Virginia, Holly's training to use her nose continues. In the warm weather, it's vital she doesn't dehydrate.
With a nose that size, when it gets dry and hot, it really affects their scenting ability. So keeping those mucous membranes moist is really important. The way a bloodhound's nose works has to do partly with the large, wet, sloppy jowls and the very large ears. Because you can see that when Holly, if Holly will cooperate, when Holly dips her head down, all of the skin rolls forward. As she's holding her head down on the ground, basically those ears and those skin folds create, if you can imagine, a cone turned upside down that allows that scent to basically be trapped underneath their nose. So in hot, dry weather like this, we really got to keep her hydrated. Keep them big old lips wet, yeah. Keep them big old lips wet, yeah. How about that? Them big old lips, big old nose, yeah. And that ear, yes. You're a good girl.
Some police bloodhounds become cadaver dogs, tracking down dead bodies. Holly has to be familiar with the smells involved.
Any trailing dog, but particularly a dog in law enforcement, sometime in their career will encounter a body or other parts of bodies. We don't expect the dogs to love it. We don't ask them to love it, but it's another part of their journey on the road to wearing the badge.
Larry's soaked her gauze with human blood and left it 2 days to start to decay. The smell is pretty bad.
Come on, work through it. What that tells me is Holly has a very sensitive nose. As to why she finds it repulsive, don't have a clue. But it's something in her makeup that she just does not like it.
Along with her dislike of noise, Holly's sensitivity to cadaver work may go against her.
What is that?
But it's still early days.
Good girl.
Larry has no idea what Holly has experienced in her short life, so he has to keep testing her with new scenarios.
Check. Check. Come on, leave the goats. Yeah, they're funny-looking dogs. Let's go.
Even a metal dump becomes a very useful training ground. Dumps and derelict buildings are popular hideouts for criminals on the run. If Holly's not familiar with the terrain, it could spook her and throw her off the trail.
Let's go.
But it's her aversion to loud noise that's still causing Larry the most concern. If she's to become a law enforcement dog, she's going to have to get used to hearing guns.
Dogs that we're working with have to be capable of dealing, whether it's their human partner having to fire his weapon, their backup firing their weapon, any type of noise.
Larry starts training with a tiny cap gun, but even at 50 paces, it's still enough to frighten Holly.
Holly, easy, 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 easy.
Somebody fires a weapon and Holly decides to turn around and run the other way, somebody's going to get hurt.
Good girl. What was it?
The last thing you want is a dog jumping up, because that puts her directly in your line of fire.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Fire. Good girl.
So desensitizing her or evaluating whether she can do it is critical. Just wipe your slobbers on Mom. That's what Mom's shirts are for.
Oh, I love you too. You're a good.
Larry and Holly have to overcome the noise issue, or it could ruin Holly's chances as a working dog.